Hey guys, welcome back to Callie and Bean's Books. I'm Brittany and I'm doing another episode of my Brittany's Book Corner. Yes, Stevie, that's the camera. Come here. So, one big thing that happened in November and into this month is John and I added a baby to our lovely little family. This is Stevie. We got her from my coworker. For some of you, you might know, yes, bye Stevie. I'm a vet assistant, so I work in the veterinary medicine field. And one of the CVTs I work with was rehoming her. Her older cat was not doing well with Stevie in the home. So I convinced John, who's not a huge cat person, to let me rehome her. So Stevie will probably be featured in a couple videos going forward. I wanted to make sure she was very well acclimated into our home before introducing her. So official introducing of Stevie, the kitty. She's great. I love her. She's a great reading buddy as well. You'll probably see pictures, especially if you follow me on Instagram. Be sure to follow all of us on Instagram, though, for all of our wonderful lives, inside and outside of book world. So without further ado, let's get into the books. So this month was a very slow reading month for me. I've been really busy just with family and cross-stitching, so this is what I've been working on more than reading. This is for my Secret Santa. We're actually doing this for work, so I'm really excited to get this finished. As you can tell, I'm almost done. As soon as this is done, it'll be framed for my Secret Santa, and I'm also getting her a gift card, which she stops at. If you're from Wisconsin, you know the cult following of Quick Trip. If not, it's a gas station that everyone loves here in Wisconsin, called Quick Trip, and she stops there every day before work. So I'm getting her that for Christmas and our Secret Santa. I really hope she enjoys it. I did read, though, Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. We will be doing our monthly, every few months or so, Harry Potter reread and rewatch. So we'll be doing that this month. We're doing Prisoner of Azkaban. We don't know why we decided on Prisoner of Azkaban during the Christmas season. That's just the one we decided for. This is actually my favorite. It dives right into more of the plot of Harry Potter, more of his parents' story, introducing Sirius and Lupin, and I really love this book. So I actually just finished the audiobook yesterday. I'm currently reading The Chaos of Standing Still by Jessica Brody. This follows a girl named Catherine, written for short, who is stuck in the Denver airport on New Year's Eve because of a snowstorm, and she bumps into a guy and their phones accidentally get switched, and she has a very important text message that is unread on her phone from her best friend who died in a car crash 12 months prior. So I just started it, and I really like the inner voice of Rin. She's very quirky. She's still trying to get through the loss of her best friend, and you can definitely tell that. I'm only 40 pages in, so I don't really have a full grasp on exactly where the story is going. I just know that I've really enjoyed the beginning so far, so I'm excited to kind of keep diving into this story and see where it goes. I will be doing my TBR for the next couple of months. I don't know how long this is going to take me to get through. I also have no idea if how strict I'm going to stick with this. These are just books that I've picked up in the last couple of months that I definitely want to get through. The first two being Wicked King and Queen of Nothing by Holly Black. I really enjoyed Cruel Prince, so I'm hoping to dive into the story a little bit more. And I did pick up a couple more of her stories as well during her signing. So I just kind of want to dive into the world that is Holly Black. I just don't know when I'm going to get to these, just because I haven't really been in the fantasy spirit. I've been more in the Christmas spirit, so I haven't picked these up yet, but I hope to soon. Other series that I want to keep going forward with is the Sight series with Thunderhead and the Toll by Neal Shusterman. I've been told by a couple of people that I'm going to want the Toll right away after finishing Thunderhead, so I've been kind of pushing this off. We're also supposed to be going to a Neal Shusterman signing. He had that family emergency in November where he had to postpone, so hopefully I get to see him when he does reschedule his trip here to the Milwaukee area, so that's kind of why I'm putting off reading the Thunderhead, so I can have the tool in my hands before diving back into the Scythe series. I am really excited to read this book though, just because I absolutely love Scythe, so I'm hoping that this love continues in Thunderhead. Then I have a couple of standalones, one that I've been borrowing from Callison for like 2 months. Sorry, just haven't gotten to it, and that is Spin the Dawn by Elizabeth Lim. I've heard amazing things about this story, and it kind of reminds me of a fantasy version of A Dress for the Wicked. So I've been kind of putting this off just because there's other books that I've wanted to read and dive into series-wise, but I'll probably read this towards the end of December into January. This might actually be the first read of January. I just kind of want to get through Christmas and get through the holidays, and just kind of dive right back into reading in January with this book. Next is Ninth House by Leigh Bardugo. This book came out in October, and I originally wasn't going to go buy it right away, but someone was selling a signed version, and I decided I needed it in my life. So this one, I don't know if I'm going to read it right away or if I'm going to save it for more of a Halloween time read, just because it's a mystery with ghosts and death and secret societies and things like that. So I don't know if I'm going to dive into it right away in 2020 or if I'm going to hold off. There's a couple other books and other series that I want to get into, but I know that this is on the top TBR for myself going forward. The next two books are actually the books that I've hauled this month, and they were the books given to me by Sarah and Callison. They're probably going to be on my top TBR just because I've been having my eyes on these books for a while, and I'm really happy and thankful that they got them for me. One is The Beautiful by Renee and Ahdieh, and How to Make Friends with the Dark by Kathleen Glasgow. I'm really excited to read these. I've heard really great things about both of these books, so that's kind of why I've had them on my top list going into this video, and they're probably going to hang out on my TBR shelf for a while until I can get around to them. So along with those two books, my haul, I guess, I also got the Owl Crate reading planner. I saw this on one of the Facebook Marketplace groups that I'm a part of, and I just had to get my hands on this. I'm really excited to kind of get my life reorganized with wedding planning coming up in January that I'm not looking forward to, along with just kind of keeping my thoughts on all my books that I've been reading and getting more responsibilities at work. I'm really looking forward to kind of keeping everything organized with this very beautiful planner. Yes, very excited. So that is everything for my book corner of December. I'm wishing everybody a very Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, and of course a Happy New Year. We will probably be continuing with Brittany's book corner in the year of 2020, with the exception of June. I get married in June, so I might not be reading as much the next couple of months, but I hope to kind of keep up with as many things as I can. And thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you guys in the next couple videos. Be sure to comment on books that you've read, books that you're looking forward to. Like, comment, and subscribe to all of our videos. We post typically every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. We'll be finishing up with Bookmas, posting videos every day until December 24th, and then we'll be picking right back up to our normal schedule in January. And then be sure to follow us on Instagram and Goodreads. Bye!